and welcome to Business 300. My name is Philip Kulashov, and this is 300 Seconds About Business. We're all a busy people, so I have 5 minutes or less to get my point across. Okay, I know we all have stuff to do, so I'll try not to waste too much of your time. Speaking of time, it's time we discuss a little bit about business structure. There are a lot of different angles we could come at this from. It'll take more than 5 minutes, so I'll have to come back to this topic a few times. But don't worry, we'll get it all figured out over time. For now, I wanted to simply lay out the 4 basic functions any business has to perform, and then cover it all with an additional one. 4 plus 1 equals 5. A business exists to provide something of value for somebody else. The subject is our business, the verb is provides, the object is value, and the audience is the customer. A business must always revolve around providing value to a customer. So every function the business performs must directly or indirectly contribute to that objective. The 4 functions I will address are basic structural components of any and every business. Whether you're a one-man show or a red tape corporation, you cannot remain in business if you don't do these 4 things plus 1. First, you must promote the value you provide. This is typically performed by the sales function. The job of the salesman is to attract attention to the business's value proposition and transition non-customers into customers. Without selling your value, you will not be able to provide that value. The sales function is a critical piece of the puzzle. The second act you must perform is to deliver on the promises made during the sales pitch. The value is delivered by means of the operations function. A business's operation could look very different across different industries and companies depending on the value being provided. Is your business producing a tangible product, or are you reselling someone else's product? Or are you performing a service? There are many different forms that value can take. The operations function will resemble that. The point is that you need to make sure you're not making empty promises, but actually delivering something of value. That is the role the operation function plays. Promises made, promises kept. That's a wrap, right? Well, not exactly. We don't have all the ingredients just yet. You also need to manage all the ins and outs somehow. There's paperwork, there are lists, there are files, there are systems and procedures. Whether you're doing it all in your head or you're uber organized somewhere in the cloud, the administration function is managing the stuff. The more customers, the more employees, the more products, the more administration. Like all things, this could get out of hand, and unnecessary red tape and bureaucracy can form pretty quickly. Nonetheless, things do need to be organized and managed to an extent, and this is a slice of pie the administrative function gets. And fourth, as you roll out value to your customer, the customer gives you insight into your performance via an offering of profit. The value insight is received, analyzed, and acted upon via the finance function. Finance is more than just bean counting. Like a musician reads the notes on a page, a business manager reads his company's financial statements to understand what his customers are telling him about his performance. Are they saying your value isn't as attractive as you think it is? Or are they saying they want more of it? You need to hear your customers. This 4th wheel, making our business car functional, is the finance function. Sales promotes the value, operations delivers it, administration manages it, and finance gives us our report card. Our puzzle is complete, our play is set, our pie is ready, and our car is in the driveway. It doesn't have to be very complicated. But what is a puzzle without the picture? Or a play without the script? Or a pie without the filling? Or a car without the fuel? This is where we come to the last and final component of any business structure, that plus 1. The value, before it can be promoted, delivered, managed, and reported on, must be created. Understanding, creating, and adjusting the value in the business is done in the strategy room. Strategy leads the way to make sure the business doesn't get deceived into thinking it exists for the sake of making parts or counting beans. Each function needs to support the strategy. Sales, operations, administration, finance, and strategy. We mustn't forget that a business exists to provide value to a customer.